Hi YouTube, it is me, Moist Andy. So guess what, you guys, I've been working on this pure 60 hertz sinusoidal inverter. The whole entire purpose is just so that you could have a little light and you could get it to turn on. But it's not going to be very powerful. That's the only limitation here. As you see, that wave shape takes a little bit of time when it's charging back up, but it's adjustable though. I can change my frequency to anything I want. This seems to be the most efficient right in here at 60 hertz because of this electromagnet. It's not even passing an entire 1 watt. It's very weak. Only enough power to do that with it. And this is a lithium iron phosphate battery. But there is less than 200 milliamps going through the whole appliance from this battery. So it's really not very much power. This is maximum 330 volts and 120 microfarad. So that, it's just only enough power to do this with it. You really can't do much else though. So, this is telling me that I have like 200 volts, right? Because see in here, this is all rectified with like silicon diodes and capacitors and stuff. And then, okay, 150 for the alternating current, the amount that is, it's just the amount that's passing through that electromagnet. And the reason why it has to all be at 60 hertz, folks, it's because of these things in here called laminations. They're just made of stainless steel sheets glued together to contain the magnetic field in the coil of wire. That's the whole point. So that there's not as much heat losses. And it's just gonna run a little more efficient at 60 hertz than any other speed. Just because of that core material. That's all it is to it. It's a very useful thing, it looks like. Just don't really have many ideas as to what I'm gonna need to use it for. Because honestly, like, it's powerful enough to zap your hands. It takes a little time to charge up the voltage. But oh fuck, oh shit. Oh shit, oh my god, oh fuck. Damn, that's a lot of juice. That kind of hurts to touch it with your bare skin, clearly, but it's not as powerful as I wanted it to be though. I wish that I could illuminate something more like this. That would be so cool. Because you know what I can do? I can get one of these, like, pretty bright, lights up right away, lasts for hours, 6 watts of a 12 volt LED. I could do all that. I just think this would be a little bit cooler. What do you guys think? What should I do with this appliance? Leave a comment down below, folks. It's me, Moist Andy. I'm running out of ideas at this point, but at least I figured out the complementary BD140, BD139 PNP with matching NPN transistor pair. The emitter is the battery plus for the PNP. This NPN's emitter is on the ground. Then you have those two, both have them chained together in the collector. They're attached to the same wire, bridged to these capacitors, these electrolytic. It's about 1,000 microfarads in total. The base has a 10 ohm resistor dropping down from this timer chip. That's all this is. This is 220 nanofarads. It says on there. Then you've got the 33 kilo ohm from the plus into pin 7 of the timer chip. Pin 6 is tied to pin 2, which has a connection to this 100 kilo ohm variable resistor to adjust my frequency where I want. The outputs are just these 1 watt 10 ohm resistors joined up from pin 3. This is exactly, I'm showing you guys exactly how this is designed. Okay, I've got nothing to hide. Little loudspeaker hooked up to the output just so I can monitor what it's doing by the way it sounds. That's all it's got though. Turns on very simply and easily to be able to immediately come up with a higher voltage power source, but lower power source, just higher voltage, that's all it is. So, all that said, just don't let power like this pass through from your right arm to the left. You can't be having any of that. That's just too dangerous to do. You cannot do that safely. I'm sorry, but as far as I know from Ohm's law, even though I didn't learn this stuff in high school, it's just not very healthy to electrocute yourself. Don't do it, folks. It's